Welcome, true believers, to Bad Wolf Comics. I'm your host, the Bad Wolf, and today we have our haul for August of 2024. Stick around, should be fun. Welcome back, true believers, to another Bad Wolf Comics haul. I know it's been a while since I've had a video. I've had a lot going on. I just haven't had time to make anything, but the books were stacked so high we just had to make a video so I can get them off the floor and onto the shelves. I got a lot of great books today that I've been waiting for a long time to open, and I'm really glad we're finally getting a haul done. So we're not going to take too much time in the intro today. I'm going to go ahead and stack the books here like normal, and we're going to get started. Stick around. Should be fun. The book deliveries have stacked high in the studio. It's been a while since we've had a video, so they've just been sitting here collecting dust, and I'm really excited to go ahead and share these books with you. We've got a lot of great stuff, so let's just get started. I'm going to grab the first book box right here. Now, I have opened these to verify contents when the books show up, just to make sure I don't have to do a return or something like that. So I have already cut the boxes open, but I've left them here for this specific haul. So we're going to start here, our first book. All right, it's another great book I've been waiting for. Let's here. Start a pile there. Man, nice to finally cut these open. All right, let's start here. Nice bubble wrap. And we have Tales of the Jedi, Star Wars Legends. Should be a great addition to the Star Wars collection. I'm really excited to get it read. We're going to get on the shelf for the rest of those. They're already looking good. The spines on those are already pretty good. They've got the black spine and they've got the Star Wars logo. I'm really actually digging what they're doing here. At some point, I might actually do some dust jacket changes and do the whole set. But for now, I think they're looking good as is. But our first book, Star Wars Tales of the Jedi. Looks good. All right, let's see what this is here. Next in line. Ooh, got a couple of books on this one. All right, let's pull that. Let's see what we got here. Stick around, true believers. At the end of the video, I got a little announcement to make. We're going to have another great purge of 2024. We'll get into that at the end. Oh, yes, the House of M Companion. I've been waiting for this, man. This is going to be a great book, man. I read the first one, read the original House of M. It was great. I'm really excited to read its companion, so that'll go really well side by side with that. And we also got the reprint of Uncanny X-Force. I actually had this before, and we sold the last one in the Great Purge of 2023, so it was actually nice to see a reprint come, and I was able to pick that up. So, Uncanny X-Force and House of M Companion. Great books. Great start. I love this cover. I really do. If I ever were to do some dust jackets, I don't know what I would change this to, because this is one of those instances where I really feel like they already chose the best cover. I really like the picture of Beast on the back, but as you know, I always like to do the collected covers, so if we did something like that, we might do that. But if I do one, I'm going to have to do both and make a set out of it. But stick around. We'll see what happens with that. All right, let's grab this last one here. Got to be careful. Okay, this was a special order, folks. This did not come from Organic Price Books. This came from a self-titled website. So when I pull this up, you'll see. Actually, so let's just pull this out here. These books came individually packaged. I am a horrible impulse buyer. And sometimes I see books that pop up in my Facebook feed or anywhere else, and I think, man, I gotta grab those. And this was one of those sets. So let's open these up here. Here we are. Actually, I might even keep these just in case I ever decide to get rid of them. Let's see. Might even do a cut or two just so you don't have to suffer through all the opening of this. In fact, I'm probably just going to go ahead and cut to the last book, opening the last book. And here's our last book here. This is an adult series. It's full of violence and cursing and all sorts of stuff. This is called Space Bastards, and it was described on the website as like an intergalactic parcel service, but it's more like a battle royale. Like each there's a lot going on. There's always space pirates, people out there trying to steal your packages. So whoever gets this delivered gets the cash, and it looks like it's a great ride. It looks like it was really fun to me. So I definitely wanted to pick this up. Here's the back, first book, but there was 4 in the set, so I did pick up all 4. You can get these at spacebastards.com, and these were signed. It was only $5 more to have them signed. They were $50 a piece, or I believe $55 to have the signed ones, and so I did go ahead and get the signed ones. Let's move these over a little bit better so we can see the whole set. But this is Space Bastards, and if you guys are interested, like I said, it is on spacebastards.com. The art looked really interesting, and just the premise of the whole book really sounded interesting to me, so I just went ahead. It was an impulse buy. It cost me $200 to grab the set. They do have a special edition of the Volume 1 for sale for someone that's really into it. I believe they said it was $500 because they emailed me asking if I was a distributor. So JP, if you're watching, they are looking for distributors for these. So spacebastards.com, and give them a shot. Check it out. See if it's something you're into. Moving on. Finally get some new stuff on the shelves as I'm clearing out some of the old stuff. So, all right, we've got the first tower of boxes down. 5 more to go. Let's take a look here. What's next? Folks, I have been waiting for this book for years. It has been solicited. It has been canceled. It has been pushed back time and time again. And finally, I've been saying it for a while now on my channel, one of the greatest Star Wars stories ever told is in this book. This is Star Wars: The New Republic Volume 2. But in this has the miniseries of Dark Empire. For anyone, I don't want to ruin it. I know I've ruined it for people before, and I kind of got chastised for it, so I'm going to try not to say anything more. But I can tell you, if you are a fan of Star Wars, especially the original trilogy, this is something you need to read. If you're a fan of the Timothy Zahn books, this is something you need to read. Definitely something you don't want to miss. Do not miss this book. This is one Star Wars book. Even if I sold all my other Star Wars books, I would keep this one book. I have been so excited to get this for a long time now, and I'm really glad to finally add it to my collection. Star Wars: The New Republic Volume 2, folks. Don't miss this book. Get it. Trust me. Pick it up. Those of you that know, you know. All right. Moving on. I don't know how I can top that. That was my most exciting book today. Let's see what else we got, though. I honestly don't remember what's all in here. All right, let's see. Ooh, love it. Always love a new Spider-Man Omni. This is Spider-Man by David Michelinie and Mark Bagley. Is this a Volume 1? Yeah, that is a Volume 1. Another great Spider-Man Omni. I'm pretty sure this double dips a lot of the books I already have. I'm not sure how long it'll stick around, but I'll tell you one thing. If we do end up hanging on to it, I'm definitely going to get a new dust jacket for it, because as you all know, I don't like the white spines at all. I've got to have a black spine, or at least a darker color so it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb on my shelf. I'm going to look through this a little bit later, and if it does double dip too much with books I currently own, this may actually make the chopping block on the Great Purge of 2024. So stick around for that, true believers. It should be good. Let's move on. All right, a few more boxes left. Well, this one's light. Let's see what we got here. All right. Oh, yeah. I've been waiting for this too. Waiting for all of them, really, but continuing the series. We have TMNT IDW Collection, Volume 16. Now, I know this particular line is supposed to go to issue 150 and then stop before they reboot it. So what we are going to do is we're planning on waiting until all the books are released, which by the looks of it, this collects up to 132. So we have 2, maybe 3 more books. And once those are all released, Roy and I have got planned a custom dust jacket set for the entire IDW collection line. But I want to wait until all the books are out, because I'm not sure if we want to do like a crossover cover where we have a picture that crosses over. But for me, when I do that, each of my books individually need to look just as good as the whole picture all together. So we'll see what happens with that. It'll be really good to find out, but I imagine it's going to be another year or so before we get the final books. So stick around, true believers. Good stuff's coming on that. 2 more left. Let's see what we got. Oh. Part 2, book 2 of an amazing series. I really, really liked this book. Volume 1 was phenomenal, and as soon as I was done reading it, I was already upset that I wanted more, and there wasn't more until now. Now, I'm going to have to look into it more, because I'm not sure. I think this book actually completes the series, but I'm not 100%, so don't quote me on that. I'm not all knowledgeable. That's Omar. Omar's all the comic knowledge anyone could possibly want, but this is Once and Future, Book 2. Look at that. It's gorgeous. It looks great, and it's going to look great next to Volume 1. Now, this does look slightly thinner than the first volume, so if I had to guess, I would say this is the last book. But once again, Boom Studios and their phenomenal slipcases, it just looks beautiful. Great series. Another set that even if I decided to sell most of my books, this would be one of the things left behind. I love the Once and Future series. It was really well written. Dan Moore is a great artist with claws and everything else. I really love everything that he does, and I love everything they're doing in this book. So this is absolutely going to make our Halloween reads. I mean, what better than a Vengeful Spirit to read for Halloween? So great stuff. All right, folks. Last box of the haul. All right, let's see what we got here. Aha! Yep, and it is just one book. Man, the pile of boxes I have to clean up after I make these videos, I'll tell you. I'm going to have to keep them, though, because we're doing the purge, so we're going to have to need more books. This, finally, Amazing Spider-Man Brand New Day. It's been sitting on the floor for a while now. Glad to finally get it on the shelf. Again, we're going to make sure it doesn't double dip too much. A lot of the stuff that I'll be getting rid of is like the older stuff. Because I'm really going to get to a point where I'm only going to keep the stuff that I actually enjoy reading, and I didn't really care for some of the older stuff. So, more Amazing Spider-Man. Should be good stuff to go on the main line. Let's see, this collects 546 to 583. So this should be really good. I'm really excited to read this. A lot of good stuff has been said about this run, so we're going to give it a shot and slide it in on the shelf next to the rest of the timeline. All right, well, let's get our final shot. And that's our haul for August of 2024. We got a lot of great stuff this haul, some stuff I've been waiting on for a long time, some wrapping up some stories, so it should be some really good reading in the coming months. As always, I get 90% of my books from Organic Price Books. For those of you that shop at Organic Price Books, don't forget to use the code BADWOLF during checkout for $2 off your order. But stick around, true believers. Bad Wolf Comics has more in store. In the coming weeks, we'll be starting the Great Purge of 2024. I got a few financial things I need to tie up, so I am going to have a big purge of books here. A lot of these books will have an original dust jacket as well as a custom dust jacket accompanying them. So we'll be posting these sales in both the Bad Wolf Comics Facebook group as well as the Omnibuds Cafe. It's one of the best places I go to talk shop with like-minded folks about comics, and if I'm curious about a price or if someone has something, you can also find a lot of great people and like-minded folks to talk about stuff there. So there are always people offering new books and stuff there. So we're definitely go through Omnibuds Cafe, the great bunch of people. I might even post it a few other places. So keep an eye out for that stuff, folks, because the Great Purge of 2024 is upon us. Now, October is also almost upon us. I'm working real hard to try and get some new intros for that. I've already got a new logo for both Christmas and for Halloween, and if all goes well, I'm just trying to get the animators' attention so I can go ahead and get those animated, and we'll have some new intros for you folks in October. October and Christmas are two of my favorite months, so I usually try to get a video out a week during those 2 months, which is far more than I do normally. It's been down to 1 or 2 a month. In fact, we didn't even have a video last month. I just got so busy. But I also recently got a large order of custom dust jackets from Roy. As soon as this video is finished filming, I'm going to print all of those up. I'm going to cut them, fold them, and wrap them in bro darts. So what we're going to start doing in a new format with dust jacket videos is I'm going to show a couple of books. I'm going to show the originals, the new dust jackets, and then we're going to show the creation process of the printing, cutting, folding, and bro darting in each episode. So until then, I am the Bad Wolf. This is Bad Wolf Comics. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.